Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And you may want to think twice next time you go to a hotel if you're going to make coffee because somebody might have washed their underwear in the coffee machine.
I'm not sure how real this is, but it's nasty.
We're going to talk about this viral video, and there's some other things going around regarding hotel coffee machines, but regardless of whether or not it's real, I'm sure she's put the idea in people's heads to stick their panties in the Keurig.
Or the coffee pot or something.
The coffee pot or something.
It's just nasty. And then apparently if you go to hotels in Vegas, if you just like touch the box of Keurig cups, you don't open them, you don't use them. If you just touch them to see what they are, you're getting charged for the cups and like a restock fee, even though you didn't even open them or use them.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Vegas is ridiculous.
They said it's gotten a lot worse because attendance is down.
Yeah, it's like Disney everywhere. It's,
yep.
It's like, and that's what happens, right? The attendance is down. We'll talk about that. When the attendance is down, they start trying to get more blood out of the stones they have left, right? So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, you'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
So we're going to go out and watch this video first, and then we're going to tell you what's going on with it. So, you know,
well, we can tell you real quick. She got herself in trouble because she told everybody to put their dirty panties in the Keurig pot to wash them.
Yeah, I'm sure people have tried it. I'm sure.
Here's the thing: a lot of I don't know about these ones, but I know everyone I've had. You either had to have a cup in it, a K cup in it, or you had to have a like
two girls, one K cup.
Yeah, or you had to have the one that you put your own coffee grounds in. It's like a K cup filler to get it to turn on. I don't know if that's what this is or this is a different type. Maybe it's not the case with this type, but everyone I've had, you had to. And when I clean the machine, which you're supposed to do, by the way, you'll run, it'll run coffee through it. So I wouldn't want to wash my underwear in there anyway. Besides the fact that it's gross for everybody else that might be coming after you, it's the fact that you're going to run coffee water through your underwear. So it's going to turn them brown. I'm just like,
oh my God.
There's so many things.
Oh, baby, you smell like cappuccinos. So sexy. So sexy. All right, let's watch this.
I'm about to show you guys one of the coolest tricks ever. Say you're traveling and you didn't pack enough underwear and you're just like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna wear tomorrow? Every room has like a coffee pot thing in it. Every room. Even the other coffee makers were like bruised through. All you have to do, put your underwear where you would put the coffee grounds. You close it.
She says to use like a coffee pot where you put the grounds through.
She's not joking. People are like, she's joking. This is engagement farming. No, because people are like, oh, you can't fit underwear in there. I'm like, yeah, a pair of panties, you can ball them up because they sell them like in Japan. Don't they sell them like eggs or something? They
yeah, if you're small enough, I mean, you could stick your panties in there. But again, I don't know if it's going to run without a cup thing in it. It depends on the machine probably. But she even said wherever you put your coffee grounds. So yeah, coffee pot or anything.
Oh my God.
You press brew and it puts scorching hot water through it. You guys, then the hairdryer in the bathroom, you blow dry those bad boys and you got yourself a cleaner pair of underwear to wear. I did not realize how many people already knew this hack. I learned it years ago from a friend that was a flight attendant, and it's brilliant.
And it's disgusting because anybody uses after you just ran your pissy coochie STD water through the machine.
Water.
You know what else works? Washing it with hand soap and then drying it with blow dryer.
I can honestly tell you, I have never had coffee from the hotel coffee machine because I always had concerns about who was using it, why they're, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they sanitize the coffee machine. I could be wrong, but I've been in hotel rooms where the coffee machine has had dust on it because nobody's using it because the coffee's overpriced anyway.
Yeah, but that's just it. I'm like, and the thing is, she just basically said any kind of coffee pot, you put where the coffee grounds go. And now no one's going to use coffee ever from a hotel because they're going to be like, oh my God. But you don't know what people did to it before you anyway. They could have spin it. They could have done a million different things.
Yeah. God, yeah. I would never. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm really weird. But
they caught hotels not even changing the sheets.
Yeah, well, that's one thing. Okay, so we used to do the travel blogging thing for a while. So we traveled a lot, and we went to a lot of hotels. And that was the first thing Geeky would do is she'd go into the room, and before she'd even let the kids sit on the bed, she'd go through and like check for bed bugs and everything, and check for stains and whatever, just make sure that, you know, the beds were actually clean. But yeah, I mean, I've been unfortunately in hotel rooms before where the sheets were kind of wrinkled, and I think there was like somebody else's hair in the bed, and I'm like, what the hell What the hell is going
That's when
on
you call
here?
down and say, "Hey, I want these sheets changed. There's air on them,"
right.
you know. But they did. They had that one person. They went in with a black light, sensitive material, and they sprayed it on the bed or wrote on the bed or something. And then they kept they eventually got the same rooms, and they kept checking. And then they didn't change the sheet between guests because the black light would light it up. And then the hotel got in trouble because they weren't changing their sheets.
Oh God!
So to save money or whatever, but now they're gonna have to clean everything down and just don't use the machines. Just don't use the Keurig machines for a number of reasons. Then she's trying to argue now. She's like, "Oh, I just did it as a joke," and I mean it was because it's hard to use the machines unless at least I know with Keurigs you have to have some kind of cup in there. So she could have been, but it doesn't come across as a joke at all.
All right, so we got a couple of articles here. Daily Dot, jail influencers disturbing hotel coffee maker hack has viewers horrified. She's trying to say it's a joke. She said the joke, if it was that, did not land the way Tara seemed to expect, or at least its satirical cues fell flat for many viewers. In her caption, she wrote, "Needless to say, I don't drink hotel room coffee anymore."
Yeah.
And included #gross. Much of the audience missed that Tara was not admitting to the act herself. The clip circulated without captions on X, which stripped away the context, meaning many viewers treated the claim as real advice rather than a joke. It's not a joke. She's not kidding. You can tell because she's even like, "Oh yeah, you can just run it through the hot water." And I know people actually will boil water in a coffee pot and then use it to clean stuff.
But they're not cleaning it in the pot.
No, but people do boil water because where else are you going to get scalding hot water from, right? I mean, that's,
right. You can boil water and then put it in something else to clean things, but I wouldn't recommend cleaning your underpants. Again, she might have been kidding because most machines that I've ever used, you can't just stick it in there and turn it on. It's not going to work. But I'm only familiar with Keurig. I'm not familiar with other machines.
Yeah, I know it puts a little hole in the...
Yeah, it puts a hole in the cup, and then when you try to run it, even to clean it, I have to put another empty fake cup that you put grounds in to make your own in it to get it to so I can clean it through because otherwise it won't turn on without a cup in it.
And it's a pain in the ass because what they do is they put something in it in the Keurig cups to activate the machine. And if you use a name brand like a Walmart brand coffee or something, a lot of times you have to open the lid and close it or adjust the cup to get it to actually register that. It doesn't fit quite right. It's like a bootleg Nintendo cartridge, so it'd be kind of hard to
get it just the right way. But yeah, they're like, this is disgusting. Man, people are just totally grossed out now because you're going to go to a hotel and you don't know what people have done with it, especially as it's going viral. People are going to go try stuff like this. So they're thinking it's funny. Let's go do something. Make sure it's all over underwear and then run it through the coffee maker. So the next person's drinking something they shouldn't be drinking.
Yeah, this one
I
said...
shit myself. I ran it to the coffee machine.
I know, right? This hack is disgusting and selfish. Many flight attendants say it's an old rumor, but hotel coffee makers are rarely deep clean between guests. Just wash in the sink and hang to dry much safer. Yeah.
Just that's why if I ever need underwear for whatever reason or socks or something when I was on one of our trips, if I did, which happened a couple times, I literally just wash it out in the sink with soap and it ends up bring it out really good and you hang it to dry and then hit with a blow dryer if it wasn't dry the whole way. You don't have to use a coffee machine. If you want hot water, to pour over it, just boil the water in the pot and dump it over it in the sink. Don't, but there's no reason to stick anything gross in it.
Yeah, people say that they've used the hotel kettle for all types of food purposes, boiling water and cleaning, but never tainted the actual kettle with potentially harmful bacteria and viruses. Yeah. Here's the thing. People are like, "Oh, that's gross. I'd never do it." I'm like, again, as former travel bloggers, some of the hotel guests absolutely would do this. We have seen shit at Disney parks and literally that just would be like, yeah, I could totally see some, especially with little kids. I could totally see somebody doing this.
I don't know. It's gross. But then we go back to the other guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is, there's a little bit of context here. We're talking about, Vegas tourism isn't doing well. So they're starting to charge people a lot for everything, basically overpriced water, $14 a bottle, mini bar traps, and apparently also coffee.
Yeah, so apparently if you go to the hotel, and if you don't use the item, just by looking at the item, touching the item, moving the item, you can get charged.
Yeah, we're not going to watch the video because it's really long. He just touched the coffee cups, and because there's a sensor, he picked them up and they charged him $19.99 restock fee. He ordered, you told me about this one. He ordered egg fried rice. It was $23 with a service fee of $15. If you go to the lobby, it's a $3 lobby fee to get it.
So if you wanted to get it, if you wanted the room service, you had to pay $15 extra. And if you went to the lobby, even though you went to pick it up yourself, you still had to pay $3. But the egg fried rice was literally just white rice with one egg in it. No vegetables, and $3 of soy sauce. It's just $23 for just a bunch of rice in a container with a tiny bit of egg on it. And they charged him $23 for it.
Getting money at the ATM was $12. Usually people can play about $2 or $3. It's $12. $50 resort fee. Yeah, that's a thing that is some sneaky shit. They're like, hey, your room costs X number of dollars per night. Oh, there's a resort fee and there's a tax fee and there's whatever. And so then your room winds up costing twice as much as you anticipated it calling or costing. And then, of course, your internet, your phone call, whatever. Well, they don't do phone calls very much anymore, but all this stuff adds up, and you will wind up paying probably 2 to 3 times what you would think you would, for a hotel stay, which is why they put your card on file, and they don't usually settle up until a day or two after you check out. Because they're looking for all the stuff to charge get you for.
And then he's just getting water. It was ridiculously outrageous for water and things like that. And they said that why is this happening? And they said because tourism's down in Vegas. And because tourism's down, they're nickel and diming everyone else.
Yeah.
To try to offset the costs. And just it's like the Disney maneuver.
I used to piss them off. I went to Vegas. Well, I haven't been to Vegas in like 10 years, but when I went for that one trade show, I pissed them off because they have a whole scam, right? They try to get you like with free drinks, free buffet, whatever, come into the casino, spend a bunch of money, whatever. And I'm not a gambler. So it doesn't really bother. Like I can walk away from the table at any point in time. So I was playing the slots, right? And I would win just enough to basically pay for dinner, and then I'd walk away, and they'd send somebody over with drinks or whatever, trying to get me to get. And I'm like, no, I'm done. And so then I skipped out on having them clean the hotel room, and I got like a $15 coupon or something like that, and I'd use it to buy breakfast. So I got out of Vegas without losing my shirt. I didn't lose any money. It actually was up like $50 or something.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but it's like that's what they're counting on. People aren't going to Vegas because they know it's a scam for one. Two,
oh, absolutely.
Slot machines everywhere now.
Yeah.
You don't need to go to Vegas.
Well, you don't need to go to Vegas anyway. If you live in Pennsylvania, the whole state looks like Vegas now.
Yeah, it's like everywhere you turn, there's an old abandoned building that once had a business that now is having a slot machine.
Slot machines.
Because the state taxed them out of oblivion, so now they're gonna tax those too.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. But yeah, I would tell you not to use the the coffee machines. Just
no.
On any level, don't use the coffee machines. Go buy some bottled Starbucks or something. We used to buy stuff. We'd go to the mini market before we would go to the hotel and usually stock up on stuff, keep it in the car, and then bring it into the hotel room because you're going to pay through the nose.
Yep.
All right. We're going to wrap it up?
Yep.
All right. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye. Stay away from panty water.